Combining like terms is when we can add two or more terms together, but only when they have the same variable and they have the same value exponent. Okay, so to be able to combine two terms together, these two conditions must be true. If not, you can't combine them together. All right, let's look at an example. So if I had 3x plus 2x, you can add these together. And you know you can because they have the same variable, x, and they both have x to the first power, so they have the same value as an exponent. So 3x plus 2x gives you 5x. All right, another example. Now let's say you had 8x plus 5y. Well, x and y are not the same variable. So we are not allowed to add these together. It would stay 8x plus 5y. Now, if we add more than one variable and have 10xy plus 4xy, the same rules apply. Do they both have the same the same variables? Yes. X and y, x and y. Then, do they both have the same valued exponent for each of those variables? Yes. X is 1 over here. Y is 1 over here. So we can add these two together and get 14xy. Now, let me give you an example where they wouldn't work. If I have 3x plus 7xy, yeah, they both have an x. However, this one over here has a y and this one does not. So we cannot add these together. So if we look at the problem up here again, this xy comes together. This was also xy, so we could add them. Down here, we have an xy, but over on the left, we have just an x, so we can't add them together. Now, let's add in some exponents. So say I had 12a to the second plus 11a to the second. Well, I can add these together because they both have the same variable a, and they both have a to the second, so this adds to give me 23a to the second. All right, now, if I gave you, let's look at this, a very similar one. So what if I give you 12a to the second, and what if I gave you 11a to the third? Well, yeah, they both have a, but one's a 2, one's a 3. You cannot add these together. All right, I'm going to give you 3 practice problems to do. Then I want you to pause the video, try them out, and then I'm going to show you the answers and you see if you get the same thing. All right, copy down all 3 of these problems. Then I want you to pause the video. Okay, so pause it now. That way, that the next time you play, I'll give you the answers and you can see if you got it right or not. Okay, so for number 1, we have the same variable x, and they both have a power of 1, so I can add them to get 11x. In number 2, we have the set AB, and we also have the set AB over here. So both have the same variables, both have A and B, which they both have to have, and the A and the B on both sides with the 2 and with the 7 have the same exponent value. So 2AB minus 7AB gives me negative 5AB. Now, this third one, they both have an x. They both have a y. However, this x has a degree 2. This one has a degree 1. Over here, we have y with a degree 1 and then y with a degree 2. Those are not exact. Yes, their variables match up, but they have to have the same exact valued exponents. So you cannot do this problem. You cannot add those like terms. Now, there's one more example I want to show you and just kind of beef it up a little bit and give you some more terms. Say I gave you 2xy plus 3z minus xy minus 10z. All right, so this is more of kind of the problem we're going to be working with. Now, there are like terms in here. You have to match each pairs, just like we've been doing in class. So, see if you can spot a like pair that we can combine, meaning add or subtract them together. All right, we have two sets. We have a 2xy and we have a negative xy. So we can add those together, and actually, since it's a subtraction here, 2xy minus xy gives me 1xy. You can write the 1 in front or not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be there. Then we have a 3z and a negative 10z. Same variables with the same degree. So I can combine them together to get negative 7z. So my final answer is xy minus 7z. So we just simplified this expression into this right here. Now when I do these problems, if you notice how I underlined in two like terms in the same in orange and then I boxed them in blue, I'm a very color-coded person. I suggest that you do this as you go along, whether it's color or maybe you box one, circle another pair, use a triangle for another pair. So when we do more practice like this, use whatever works for you that helps organize this problem.